Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Mancoll Minute, and finally some warm, nice weather. Summer's not that far away. You know, you get days like this. It sounds like today's going to be almost 90 degrees, and people start really thinking about summertime, okay? And then they start looking in the mirror and go, I'm not really ready for summertime. So let's talk about some of the things that can be done or what you might be thinking about, because people will come in and they'll say, all right, I'm ready to sort of have you do some lipo or kind of sculpt me, kind of get me my summer body because it's been a tough year, COVID, you know, the gyms were closed, things like that. But what they don't think about is recovery, okay? So even if I do this body contour I'm getting ready to do, the Lipo 360, it will probably be 6 to 8 weeks till that patient is kind of ready to hit the beach. And even in 6 to 8 weeks, that patient is going to have some swelling still. The bruising, if she has any, will be gone, but the swelling will still be there, particularly kind of in the lower part, since I'm kind of lipoing all the way around here. Her contour will be great, all right? But she still might be a little bit on the sore side, and I'm not necessarily going to want her just laying in the sun, getting that area that's still somewhat inflamed, you know, covered by UV energy, which can then cause a little more darkening of the skin. It's going to be really good with sunblock. So when you think about what you want to do, you got to also think about your recovery time. But with that said, there are other options that may not be as aggressive or have as much recovery associated with it as, you know, the liposuction, and I'm again thinking about the beach body. Of course, Coolsculpting is you kind of come in and get it done, and then you're out the door and into the gym in a couple hours or the next day. But that takes, you know, 8 to 12 weeks to see the results of that. So for the 25% reduction, so think about it, if you have an inch thick of fat and you want to go down, you know, 25% would get you down to 3/4 of an inch, and then you may need a second treatment to get down to that ½ inch. So now we're talking about retreating somewhere 6 to 8 weeks, and then you need, again, 8 to 12 weeks to see the full effect. So you're still talking about, you know, a good solid 3 to 4 months to see the end point of that treatment. So summer's pretty close, relatively speaking, if you're thinking in those terms. And then finally, one of the other things people can do non-invasive is we do have something called Skin Tight, which is using the broadband light of my Cyton laser platform, or you could do minimally invasive with, you know, the J-Plasma or Renuvion. But when you kind of look at how those technologies work, again, you're talking about a 6 to 9 month process to see that effect to tighten the skin. So it may seem like summer is around the corner, but also far enough away. But in terms of recovery or the effect of the minimally invasive or non-invasive treatments we do to kind of get your body ready, we're right in the thick of it now. So if it's something you're considering, then come on in, get an appointment. Let's talk about what your goals are. But keep in mind the recovery time and sort of the lead time on what it takes to get that final result. Any more questions, give me a holler. You know, hit me up through my website, the contact page, or Facebook, or Instagram, and we'll see you next week.